Hello, my name's Graeme Hopkins. For those of you who have been following this series, you know that I've been releasing a number of videos on how our intuitive mind impacts our everyday life. I've been answering the common questions people ask in relation to how they can access freedom of mind. Now I'm going to cover 10 questions I think people should be asking in order to apply this information more fully. The second question is, I am driven to act in the way that I do. How can I change that? We often hear the saying, "It wasn't me, the devil made me do it." Initially this may seem like a shallow statement. Nevertheless, to notice internally that you are driven to act in a certain way is a great observation. Being able to observe the internal representations that are creating this drivenness is the first step towards greater awareness. Remember we said that an internal representation consists of an internal picture or internal dialogue that we create in our imagination. There are three ways people prove over and over again to themselves what they believe to be true. In these ways, you too can recognize how you tend to justify your internal representations. They are, number one, your beliefs attract you towards certain people and situations. Number two, you interpret those situations in a way that corresponds with your internal map of reality. And number three, you then act in ways that makes it come true. The amazing thing about human behaviour is that we often protect our perception of what is right, even if being right makes us suffer and be miserable. Often we would rather be right and uphold our creative perception in our internal map of reality than implement beliefs that are resourceful and lead to happiness. The reason is, people are not even aware that they can choose internal representations that lead to happiness. An increase in spiritual awareness is the tool that provides you with the choice to consistently do what serves you. Often when you lack awareness, you will become driven to perform. This performance-based mentality causes you to act from a state of lack and fear. Drivenness is the ego strategy to try to fulfill your desires, void of any true connection to the real you, or what some people call your spirit. If anything, striving only increases the gap and thus leaves you feeling helpless. You change your drivenness by changing the operating system in your mind that is obsolete and no longer serving you. Awareness that extends freely outside of the limitations of your internal map of reality leads to choice. Once you have choice, you will always choose that which serves you. The reason is, your own spirit, in conjunction with the conscious spirit of goodness, instinctively knows what serves you. If something doesn't serve you, then heightened awareness makes it impossible for you to keep doing it. You don't change by doing. You transform your actions by being enlightened to the reality of who you really are. This is Graeme Hopkins. If this video struck a chord in your heart and you would like to receive 21 free videos of the top questions people ask about how they can feel fulfilled, live their own truth, and confidently fulfill their desires, then visit www.mindmanifesto.com. Thank you so much for your time.